going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard on every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the saying you have ultimate patience here. It's everything either.
Watch the screen.
From the 31, Jackson forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Jackson, option right on 3rd down. Sherman, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. On 4th down, on his Logan Cook to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they play. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Throwing on 1st down. Hamilton, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, 92 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Now, 1st quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this 1st half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Typically down in the 1st half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, 1st half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Jackson, option right. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey. 4 down. Check. Get it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Reception. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
36. Wahoo. 44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check.
Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hamilton. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. With it is Brown. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner. You know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Check, 59. I got you. Snap.
On 1st and 10, Hamilton. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Josh Oliver, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
We play to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check tight.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
It's been my observation. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
You better be afraid of me.
Play action. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
22 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Jim. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Go.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. Towards the end zone for Brown. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Check 9. Shit. Hey, slam. Switch. Slam. Let's go.
And Jackson throwing once more. Flush to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Throwing to start the drive. Hamilton looking deep for Adams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going.
And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Back to throw. Hamilton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Fournette running right. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down. Hamilton. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gay is on for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Jaguars 42, Ravens nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Play action. It's Jackson. Being chased out left. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Ready? 40's the mic. You must be dreaming. Check, 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 check.
Topper, Topper! Hey, Charlie! Ready?
A final shot before break. Hamilton, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. down. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way.
Now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Jackson to throw again. Got a man, it's Brown. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This time, Jackson will throw it. Dancing to his left. Able to locate his running back, open downfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
Yeah, this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Jaguars. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
This pass into the arms of Snead. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Let's go. Come on the base. Mike Bobo. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Check 13. Check 13. Echo, echo. 44, 44. Mike, 44.
Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Jackson now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Check pass. Check pass.
Jackson, option right. He pitches it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
You're trash. You're trash.
Shoot.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Ricky.
Smith.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40.
Now.
To throw on 2nd down. Hamilton. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 22 yards there, a first down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. And more of these plays come into the NFL.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check, check. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta. Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. This will be caught at about the 6. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Ready, go.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Check, 59. I'm coming.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the gun, Hamilton. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Shark, 34 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Wild Bill. Check, crunch.
He's 6'6", pull it high.
2nd and 11. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw, and this is going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Hey, Alpha. 5.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Josh Allen. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
The Ravens take over
Let's go. Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Hey, let's get this. Watch the safety creep.
Ready.
Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Hamilton. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you... Blitz coming, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They're going to look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Good job.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This will be caught by Brown. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Mike, check, 59. Quit talking about it and go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
From the gun, Hamilton. He's going to loft one deep left side. And got his man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, foxtrot.
3 down. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40. Don't get nervous. Mike 40.
Operating from the gun, Hamilton. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Jacksonville, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's another week, another loss as they fall now to 0-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.